Hey there everyone, how's it going? My name is Red from the World Yugioh and welcome to another video for the Coalition of Scrubs. Today I bring you, as always, the Budget Revolution, the segment in which we talk about Yu-Gi-Oh in a way that is friendly for everyone, not just for those who have $1,000 to spare on a meta deck. And this episode is going to be a kind of a mixed one because I bring you a couple of decks, not the secret, but that are obviously good against the meta, and I've been trying them out and I hope you can use them as well and try them out for yourself. And I bring you one card that I think is going to be like fluctuating in price, so that you want to keep an eye on that. But before I begin, I want to remind you to leave a like and a comment and subscribe, and also punch that notification bell, because everyone who works with me in here is awesome and actually better than me and more compromised. And also check out my channel down in the description. I'm the World Yugioh on Twitter and Instagram, and yeah, I think that's it. Let's get right into the video. So first I want to talk about the Super Poly engine. Of course, if you have space in your extra deck to put one fusion monster and you want to play Super Poly, there is actually one card in the meta that is pretty acceptable to Super Poly, and that is Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Any deck that wants to compete in the meta right now needs to be able to out Dragoon really easily. And while some decks have an in-archetype or in-deck monster or card to out Dragoon, not every deck does. People have been playing Kaijus and other stuff to get rid of Dragoon, but personally I think that the most effective way to out Dragoon is with Super Poly. Let me tell you why. 95% of the time you're going to face Dragoon with Anaconda on the field, unless you're playing against Subterrors, of course. And those boards are easily disruptible by Super Poly because they are two dark monsters, and if they do have another card in there, it's usually another dark monster like Bardish. So you can actually use that to your advantage, like get rid of the Dragoon and the Anaconda, and then use Starving Venom's effect to gain the attack of Bardish, and force out the Fog Blade if they do have one, or if you did draw another side deck card to destroy the back row, then you can use those two cards and get rid of their entire board. And I do believe that this is an optimal way to get rid of Dragoon, but I do understand why people aren't playing Super Poly, because there is no space in the extra deck. But if you can accommodate one space, for example, I'm playing Infernobles, right, and I do have a space in the extra deck because I actually don't have all the cards, and you can use that to your advantage, right, and catch your opponent by surprise. Also, you may want to use another side deck slot for another Super Poly target for certain matchups that you know you're going to face. And yeah, that's pretty much my reasoning for why you should be playing Super Poly and why it is good in this meta. The second tech that I've been trying out is kind of more specific, but it's to protect your Needle Fiber and your Assault combos. It's Sky Striker Mecha Eagle Booster. When you're playing a combo deck, it's important that your main choke points do not get negated, specifically Needle Fiber and Isolde. And since you go into them most of the time at the start of your combo, your opponent is obviously going to try to negate them with Impermanence or Ash or Effect Veiler or whatever. So you can use Eagle Booster because you're most likely not going to have another monster on board on your main monster zone. You can use it to go into safely go into your combo plays. And it would be essentially replacing the two copies that we lost from Call by the Grave, and also be effective against cards like Infinite Impermanence, which Call by the Grave wasn't, and also against Gamma. And this is an important one. And because Gamma is such an impactful card in the meta, you want to be able to disrupt your opponent when they are playing it against you. Okay, and lastly, I want to talk about Emergency Teleport. Emergency Teleport is a weird card. It's been at 1 for forever, and now we have another new Psychic archetype that's coming with 2 Emergency Teleport targets, and some people have been speculating that Emergency Teleport is going to come to 3 the same way Bardish went to 1 to push the Phantom Knights cards, and while I don't believe that is the case, maybe it will go up to 2. I also think that it's going up in price because there's not that many printings of the card, and since I know for a fact, because I do own a copy, that the ultimate rare version of Emergency Teleport was really cheap a couple of years back, maybe you have one, and maybe you can consider selling it, because I don't know what it is going for right now, but about a week ago it was $120 and it was completely bought out. And yeah, the mutant cards actually shook that up really well, and if anything, it serves to show that sometimes you need to invest a little bit in more beautiful shiny cards, but do not have like a huge price tag for when that actual moment when those cards become playable comes and they shut up in price. So if you ever see like a max rarity version of a card that you might want to use, because I actually used that Emergency Teleport when I was playing Solomon Great, and I actually used it later when I was playing Orcust as well. Maybe you get like a good trade deal for that. You can throw them in there because I don't know. For example, I am trading my Totally Awesome with a friend, and I threw in a bunch of cards that I thought may go up in price later. For example, a Secret Rare Tempest. That card is not too great right now, but if the other Dragon Rulers ever get released, it's going to go up in price. And it's also a card that I want to play and that I like looking at in a secret rare, because I have a rare one and it's not as good. And also I'm doing a favor to my friend, because I am not charging them $20 for the Totally Awesome. Instead, I'm getting myself some cards that I need, and they are getting a card that they need. But yeah, enough of me ranting. I've been talking for 8 minutes. What do you think? What are some texts that you're using? What are some cards that are going to go up in price that you think we should be taking a look into? I don't know, let me know here, down in the comments, or on Twitter. And yeah, this has been the Budget Revolution. Check out another videos from the Coalition of Scrubs. Remember to subscribe and like and leave a comment to this video, and if you really do want to keep up with my content, check out my channel down in the description. I haven't uploaded in the last month, but I'm going to get back to it once I move out of my house. So yep, the end screen should be showing up. My name is Red from the World Yugioh, and this has been the Budget Revolution. Thank you very much for watching. Adios.